Oh, sweet. 31. So our plan have 31 items to add. Okay, it's quite a bit, so I won't go through it this time. But when you venture on, feel free to go through that. All right, so let's check our. Okay, we have nothing inside this. Okay, so let's run the apply. Let's apply. All right, so now it will go through and we'll start to provision our environment. All right, creating our role. Yep, sweeping through. These are relatively quick. The NAT gateway is what normally takes quite a bit of time to be added. Okay. Yep, our VPC is created, but still working through it. So now let's do the Elastic IP association. And then now it's getting the NAT gateway. So we'll let that do its thing. And then once that is done, I will walk you through the code again, because I want you to be able to take this code and try it in your environment before we start to embark on the rest of the capabilities that will be added, which will include using Ansible, Packer, and other technologies to implement the full infrastructure. All right, should be finished pretty soon. Okay, so it's complete. 31 added. There were no changes. If I went in and changed something and rerun the plan, let's say I made a change to the EC2, this would rerun and it will identify that only the EC2, and it would just say, okay, it would just say 1 here, 30 added, now 0 added, and 1 change. So the beauty of using Terraform, it doesn't affect anything if there were no changes. All right, so let's take a look at what we have. And let's look. So here's our VPC. Okay, let's see if our EC2 was created. There you go. We have one running EC2 right there. Okay. Why didn't it add the alarm? We should have had 2 EC2. Let's take a look real quick. I think I know why. I see why. So we have an issue right here. What I did was I did not add both EC2s, and that became a problem. So I will add the second EC2. Okay, that one was never added. Okay, so let's run the plan again. Now let's do a plan. Okay, And if you notice, only 2 to be added. Okay, and then because we're just updating, and then do an apply. So this should add only the other EC2. Okay, there you go. All right, so let's go back to our, there you go. So we added the web, we added worker. So that, you see what, it's nice with the Terraform in the IaC. It just updated only what that was needed, what was needed, and currently it's initializing that. So it's not ready yet, but that's, AWS takes it time to do that. So we'll come back and look at that. All right, let's look at our VPC and see what else was created. All right, so there you go. That's the VPC. The subnets, 2 subnets were created. The others were just my default when they provided the account. There you go. The route tables, internet gateway, and elastic IP 2, 1 for the worker, and public IP, the NAT gateway, 1 for the name should be different. I think one is I only have one. One is my, what you call it, the default that came with it. Okay, NACL. Okay, public private security groups. I added 2, public private, and okay. Let's go back to our VPC. Let's navigate down. There you go. Okay, that's the public, and the route tables. We talked about that earlier. There you go. Internet routes to 1 public subnet, 1 private subnet routes to the internet, and public NAT gateway. All right, so let's go back to our VPC. So let's go look at our EC2 if it's up and running. Should be running. It's still initializing. Not sure why it's taking so long, but it's still initializing. So there you go. What we did, we wrapped up these 2, and then later on we'll work on the others. Now these won't be done for a little while because I'm gonna switch to doing something something AI, more focused on large language modules. That will be my next video. So just go ahead and get familiar with that. So let's run through the code a little bit more. Just what we added. Security group was added. Okay. And I'm doing this so you can see what, in case something was missing. I hate when when I share a code and it doesn't work, or because parts of it is missing. So I want to make sure it's there. The variables that were added, these 3, and public server, these were added in previous video. Output, these were added. Okay, but just give you a full view of it. Okay, did not mess with the gateway, so if you watch the previous videos you should be fine. The EC2 main, that's the main. Okay, worker, elastic IP. The output, did some output So these are values are available within the context. And for the EC2, these variables were all added. Okay. Instance size, etc. And inside of the main, the only thing that was done is I added the EC2 app and EC2 worker. One was in the public subnet and the worker in the private subnet. I didn't do any changes to that. Don't need that variables. These are my instance size, and the rest were already discussed in previous video. Okay, so now with that we wrapped up the scope for this video, and we will do a destroy. What this does is take the plan and go through and destroy everything that was created. There you go. And you want to do this because if you leave everything running while you're learning this, you're going to be charged. So you're going to look on your credit card or your debit card and you're going to see some charges. So be very careful. You can end up with large bills. So ensure you do your destroy once you're done. Okay, it's going through. Destroying the EC2, all things related to it. Okay, should be now. It's destroying the NAT gateway. Let's go over and see what was destroyed so far. Hold on a second. Oh, the EC2 instances are all gone. See, destroyed. 33 items were destroyed. So the EC2 is gone, so I won't be charged for that. And the VPC, I should be left with my default. It's all gone. Subnets, I'm left with my defaults. Route table, my defaults. Internet gateway, my default. And elastic IP, gone. There is charge for elastic IP, so be very careful. NAT gateway, let's do a refresh. So this one takes a little time. It's marked for deletion. So eventually, after a few minutes, I notice this, then it goes away, and that's just how NAT gateway work. All right, the network access the NACL and the security group. There you go. So everything is gone. So we cleaned up, and that's it. Thank you very much for watching our videos. Please remember to click like, join our channel, and invite others. I'm gonna be taking a break from cloud architecting, and I'm gonna shift gear to work on LLM, and I will provide a video for that. Thank you.